York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. I'm very sorry, but someone crashed my damn game, and some idiot crashed my freaking system too. I think they hacked my controller too. I had to plug everything and restart my PlayStation, guys. So we're back with the second regular season game now on YouTube, guys.
OBJ is back on Broadway. It's the coach. This is the NFL 100 Game of the Week on EA Sports.
That's right.
Coming up, it's not the Giants, but Odell Beckham makes his return to New York as his Browns get set to match up with the New York Jets. With that, it's a throwback to the very first Monday night game ever, way back in 1970. Standing by to bring it your way, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we have a damp and rainy afternoon in the tri-state area as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium in the Garden State of New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like two losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Thank you very much.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The children will grow, and it's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports.
I'd give you guys a season Madden 20 with one most popular team.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Jets work their way onto the field, led by the number 3 overall pick in 2018. Sam Darnold, and during the offseason, Darnold was asked where he was looking to improve. He told everybody,
yeah, my game crashed. I think someone hacked my controller.
To the numbers from his rookie campaign, 17 touchdowns and 13 starts.
Well, my scuff controller gets
what
hacked.
A relaxed and more experienced Darnold might be able to accomplish with a stronger set of receivers now here in 2019.
No. Somebody really did possibly hack my controller because it wouldn't move. I couldn't even shut my PlayStation off. I couldn't do nothing. Everything was frozen.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. The offensive starters now for the Jets.
And our attention will be concentrated and centered on number 26, Le'Veon Bell. Remember, he sat out all of 2018.
Wired control,
so
actually.
He can shake off the rust, and whether his fresh legs will carry him to new heights in New York.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's just like I told you, so I'm probably trolling you. They do that to me a lot, trust me.
Here's Darnold. That one's
so don't worry about it. Sorry, it happens. My controller's been hacked about a couple times, trust me. I had to literally stop a stream about 4 or 5 times with this controller before in the past because of someone hacking my controller. They were in my damn party doing it too when I was streaming.
Well done.
What, this account?
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now it's Darnold. A screen to Bell. And they'll get him down.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do I have somebody muted? I'm sorry if I do. Oh, I was trying to... Yeah, tell him I'm sorry, Evan.
3 yards short of the first. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So here are the Browns under their new head coach, Freddie Kitchens.
Yeah, we'll talk about it after stream. We'll talk about it after stream, all right?
As most of you know, and that's Baker Mayfield.
That's why I sent you those messages on Messenger. Just leave it at that. Facebook Messenger. Yeah.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he is brought down at the 22 after a
What are you going to do?
And it brings up 2nd down. And a look now at the starting offense for the Browns.
And the focus will definitely be on wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. after the trade from the New York Giants to the Cleveland Browns.
Don't you mean the Cleveland Browns, you stupid son of a bitch?
Cleveland to the playoffs for the first time since 2002.
From the 22, Mayfield. He's got Njoku's big time.
I'm on YouTube right now.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The numbers for Njoku from a week ago.
Come on.
He was no doubt a key piece to their puzzle in that victory.
And when this offense plays well, you just know he's going to be in the middle of everything, don't you? I mean, defense is going to say, we've got to take this guy away. He doesn't allow himself to be taken away, does he?
Henry Anderson there.
All right, Jets. We're going to show you what's up, bitches.
For the Jets, this crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles.
No, I'm talking about the team I'm playing in Madden.
Right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. You think back to last year when these two teams met in Week 3. That was a big one for the Browns franchise and for Baker Mayfield. Mayfield came in relief from Tyrod Taylor and broke the Browns' 19-game losing streak, beating fellow rookie Sam Darnold 21-17. And after the game, a lot of you will remember Browns management unlocking the, shall we call them, refreshment fridges that had been padlocked for so long until the Browns got that victory. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
All right, you stupid offensive line. You better grab it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
Nice catch.
Turnover. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Nice
gain of 32 that time.
Nice play.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, guys. Oh, you got me, bump.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver.
Really?
And it's 3rd down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Nice job.
Odell Beckham.
That's right.
There to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
That's right.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Yes.
So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays.
Good.
And it's capped off by the Browns
80
touchdown.
yards.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. It's taken to the 23.
YouTube right now.
Pretty nicely here as they have it up to the
Madden 20.
line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the first drive, 3 and out.
What comes out?
These are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves.
I'm not into those type of games.
Those don't ever
Never really liked NASCAR.
And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have
not a big draw to get your subscribers. There's a lot of other games you can play in there. Not a big fan base like there is for FIFA.
That's what all the guys are looking for.
On second down, it's Bell. And that play is
Sit down.
Losing yardage back at the 35.
Sit your ass down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Cardinals just beat the Ravens.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Yeah.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start with Hunt on the ground.
Really?
So got free at one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop. They'll run with Hunt on second down.
Really?
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Okay, dummies.
And it's 3rd down.
Now we're going for the first time.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Nice catch.
Complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41.
Nice first down.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out.
Yeah, so much for that play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt.
Oh, they're going to run after my running back.
Gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
Really?
That is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
First down.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku.
Touchdown.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
What's the matter? You're going to go whine?
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point.
Stupid players. Whine, coach. You just scored another touchdown, you stupid asses.
14-0.
What are they going to do about it? Nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. We will have 2 weeks in the books once this one wraps up. More football coming your way, though, Thursday night. We start week 3 with a good one in the AFC South. Titans and Jags from Jacksonville. Kickoff for that one. 8:20 Eastern, 5:20 on the West Coast. And since we should have Marcus Mariota involved, 2:20 for our friends in Hawaii. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. The dump-off gets them 9, so now they're in much better shape for 3rd down.
Yeah.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1.
Yeah, I know where it's at. I'm pretty good idea where it's at.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now.
You want to score on me? You'll see what happens.
Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Darnold completes it, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. Darnold trying to hustle everybody along with the clock moving. Throwing again on 2nd down.
What's the matter, Donald? You can't throw the ball?
Field, but it's incomplete. He was
quarterback for the Jets.
There. 3rd down here.
No, Chris.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Darnold. That's complete. It's
quarterback for the New York Jets.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Okay.
They try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive,
now the running game's going to get going.
Out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A good pick up there for the Browns, 15 yards. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
Oh, crap.
Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. That, Charles, the first
really? You're going to make my quarterback, you dumbass?
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play?
No, I didn't say that to you. I said that to him.
Going into a second season.
Sorry, Yusuf. I didn't say that to you, Yusuf.
Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Throwing to start the drive, but...
Okay, Yusuf, don't we?
One incomplete.
I'm not going to do that.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
What'd you say?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat.
This
is 3rd and long.
Probably.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is incomplete.
Nice try.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was the visiting Cardinals who get the road victory.
That's right.
David Johnson, a touchdown run
no
in the
mess
victory.
For Cardinals, bitch.
From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Oakland. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, come on,
Martin,
Kansas City.
A touchdown run in the victory. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium.
Come on,
and they were
Tampa.
winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. 28-14 was your final score.
Really? And show the Niners score.
In the game you're watching has been Baker Mayfield with a strong first half. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
I got everything in the game, so I know kind of.
So
no, I don't. I don't know large.
They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns.
What? You making over $2 million for the large warehouse.
Now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Oh, I don't really care because I only sell my large warehouses when they're double money.
The third quarter on the ground with
I make money that way. I make money off of either way.
Quickly brought down.
That's the only time I really sell.
C.J. Mosley in on the stop. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's where this defense out.
Now they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. He'll get
Zach, you useful. You need to turn. You've got your microphone on the thing, useful.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out.
I'm like,
the running game can really benefit your team right now.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Come on, you punks.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down.
First down.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
Nice job.
And he goes down, but not
First down.
getting this inside the 25. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
Nice job.
I guess
nice
that
pass.
answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
On 1st down.
What?
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good stuff.
Touchdown.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Do what?
Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the...
Did who shoot who? I don't know. No idea.
And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
He might have. I don't know. It's probably just somebody just trying to stir stuff up useful. Somebody just trying to get views. I'm telling you, it don't seem right. Thank you, one viewer.
Cybered on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
See if the Jets have him.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Damn it.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Darnold. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That's right.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
Start to run the ball.
That is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second.
Nice job, offense.
They run again with Hunt. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room.
I don't know what magic
down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Damn right they do. They're a bunch of wimps.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught at the 20.
Aldo Beckham.
And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play that time for Cleveland. 57 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run. This is Hunt. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. The Browns on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
On 2nd and 2, Darnold. This is Bell on the dump off. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Just what you want on a first down run.
Bell.
Call it 8
Get
yards.
wrecked.
And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple. Darnold, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they come up with.
Turn it down just a bit. I'm trying to focus on my game.
Darnold now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I can hear it. They can.
This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
All right.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Hunt.
Touchdown.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
That's right.
Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard
to
win a
Cleveland
game in the
Clowns,
NFL.
I don't really like them.
We know that it's difficult, but guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Extra point had nothing behind it, but it does get through off the crossbar. And it is 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. It's taken it.
Got to play the damn Niners next, I think.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Darnold now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Donald.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
Not
throwing
good.
again is Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon.
He tried to score again on
the
us.
second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A first down throw, Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Eat shit, quarterback.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL.
This is caught inside the 15.
Another touchdown.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another
6 seconds
touchdown.
to go.
This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Browns, there was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
That's right. All right, guys. Yeah.
take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
I don't think there's any more improvements I need on my team. My team's already good. Away, week 5.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Alright guys, this is your boy Shark Gump signing out for another YouTube Madden live stream. Stay tuned for more episodes on YouTube and Twitch, guys. Peace out. Love you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And please share my Twitch channel. And it should be linked pretty soon on certain things. And I'll tell you where guys to go to just find my channel very easily. Peace out, guys. And I love you guys, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. I am out, guys. And I enjoy bringing this content to you. I'll bring more content on Twitch later. Peace. Sorry, I haven't been talking very much, guys, but my voice is bad. Peace out, guys.